views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff and management of WWDB-TV.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to F&F, Food and Football, the two best Fs in the world, excluding fuzzy dogs. This is beautiful old ketchup. You might be wondering, what am I doing holding a bottle of ketchup made out of organic tomatoes, a little vinegar, a little salt, a little agave, a little sugar, some good ingredients like that. This is one of the top 5 condiments in the world. Do you know what this jar of ketchup reminds me of? Antonio Brown, top 5 wide receiver, very fast, likes to talk crap to his cornerback that's trying to catch him. And what does he say? Catch up. Right. It makes perfect sense. Now, sometimes when you have a great looking bottle of ketchup like Antonio Brown or this one in my hand, sometimes it just doesn't go with some of America's tastiest foods in America. Let's do a little sample, shall we? I will pour some ketchup over here, and we will try it with a good old burger. Who doesn't like a little hamburger and ketchup? It's a good fit, right? Let's try it. Let's see, make sure it goes. Very tasty. That's good. Excuse me. Initially, the burger and the ketchup goes beautifully, but eventually, that burger needs some cheese. That burger needs some pickles, and the ketchup gets really antsy and gets irritated. The ketchup decides to move on, right? Antonio Brown, Pittsburgh. All right. And then we come over here to the French fries, another one of America's tastiest foods and most popular. There's a little ketchup. Again, who doesn't love some fries and some ketchup? It's a good combination, right? Well, these fries are from New England. Surprise, surprise, Antonio Brown is moving to New England. So let's sample it. Fries. That's actually excellent. Very good. But you see this fry right here? This fry is very demanding. This fry is Bill Belichick. It gets very demanding, and eventually this ketchup says, I can't take it anymore. The ketchup acts exactly what it is. It has a little vinegar, a little salt, a little sugar, a little bit too much. And the fries say, you know what? We're moving on. That brings us to the last great piece of American food, the pizza. And you might be looking at this slice of pizza here. I'll come over here, show you this pizza. You're looking at this slice of pizza and you're saying, are you serious? Ketchup and pizza? Well, you know what? 2 strikes. What happens on the 3rd strike? You're out. Antonio Brown, this beautiful jar of ketchup, is on to the last resort. That's one more team. That's one more slice of pizza. Now, this pizza that you see right here, sorry, but it's not from New England. It's not from Green Bay. It's not from a great organization. This could be from Jacksonville. This could be from Tennessee. Heck, this pizza could be from Buffalo. And let's try it. I've never done this before, but you know, you wore out your hamburger. You wore out your French fries because they're very demanding. They're from New England. Now we're going to try good old-fashioned pizza with ketchup. Oh boy. Okay. And here we go. All those mushrooms and peppers could not hide the taste. And this is what happens to all the great diva wide receivers like Randy Moss, like Terrell Owens. They have a good stint in Minnesota. They wear out their welcome with the burger. They move on to the fries. Some great things could happen, but never too great. And then the fries say, we're a little too demanding. We want more. And once again, the ketchup has to move on. The ketchup has a last resort. It doesn't look like a good fit, and guess what? It's not a good fit. And unfortunately, that's what Antonio Brown is doing to his career. So just like with these New England fries, it might look beautiful, it might taste wonderful, it might be an excellent combination, but eventually the ingredients just don't work. I mean, seriously, who takes pizza and puts it in tomato sauce? Ketchup. It just really doesn't work. It might look like it kind of could work, and you're like, pizza, great American food, top 5 condiment, Antonio Brown, top 5 receiver, but eventually you kill all your belongings, and eventually you're going to be out of the football league, just like Chad Ochocinco, Terrell Owens, and Randy Moss. Thank you again for joining Food and Football. My name is Brad. Coming up next, Fantasy Football Talk. We have a special interview from Scott. You'll hear that next. Fantasy Football. I have Scott here from the Food and Football Fantasy League. His team is called the Couch Potatoes. Scott, how long have you been playing fantasy football?
This will be my 5th year playing fantasy.
What kind of results did you get? Did you win? Second place, third place?
A little bit of mixed results. I think I've won once out of the 5 years, and I played, multiple teams at a time.
Oh, you're one of those people that do multiple teams, multiple leagues?
Oh, yeah. I've got friends and family who always want to play, so, got to keep up with all of them as well.
How stressful is that to play multiple leagues, to make lineups for several different teams?
At first it was a little stressful, but, as you get used to it, it gets a little easier. And, football is one of my passions, so it's fun and challenging.
And what's your strategy when you're drafting?
So definitely you want to get a running back first. That has always seemed to do me pretty well. And then just go from there. Usually running back, I get both of mine first and go for a quarterback, and then try to get my receivers, and then pick a defense, and then go for the kickers last. It's usually my strategy.
Very interesting. So you do have a plan of action. That's good. Do you have like a printout with you, one piece of paper? What do you bring to the draft?
I've never done a live draft. It's always been, online, whether it's the Yahoo or the NFL. So I usually when I'm drafting, I have, the draft analysis on my laptop, and then, I just do the draft from my phone.
And how much time do you put into selecting starting lineups?
Ooh, it depends. If it's a fun league, then, I just put, minimal time. But the league that I'm in with Lamont, I'm always trying to beat him. So I put, a good amount of time into that league.
Like about an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours?
Well, probably about an hour, good hour and a half sometimes.
Wow. And how often do you check the waiver wire to see who's available?
All the time. All the time. After every week, I'll check it, see who did good and whatnot, and see their matchups for the next week.
All right. To be successful as a fantasy football owner, is this pretty much a full-time job?
For me, I wouldn't say so, but I know the people who play draft leagues and all those money leagues, definitely it could be a full-time job. People win real big money on that.
Yeah, I guess so. How did you know to draft Lamar Jackson? I was looking at your lineup and I saw Lamar Jackson as your starting number 1 quarterback. How did you know to draft him?
I had a real good feeling about Lamar this year, and so far he has not disappointed. 33.5 points in week 1. Granted, it was against the Dolphins, who aren't the best, but I don't know. Last year I just saw sparks in him, and I always thought he'd be a good pickup for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, what round did you draft him in?
Let's see. It would be probably the 3rd or 4th round. I got him pretty early, honestly.
Did a lot of people think that was a reach at the time?
You know what? I believe so. I was talking to my wife, who's also in the league, and she kind of made fun of me for it. But after she saw, the week 1 performance, I'm pretty sure she changed her mind on that.
Oh, your wife's in the league too. How competitive does it get in the household?
Oh, extremely. We both played football growing up. She actually played professional out here in the lingerie league, so football is a big part of our lives, and she goes kind of nuts with it.
I like that. Did you give her any pointers? Do you help her, or does she help you?
We don't help each other, honestly. It's we have friendly bets going on throughout the year to who could do the best, so we definitely don't want to help each other on that.
All right. Well, Scott, thank you very much for your time, and I wish you the best of luck, and we'll check in later with you during the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome back to Food and Football, the 2 biggest and best Fs in the world. Welcome, Pete Pistol, or he likes to be called Pistol Pete. Yes, he is the fantasy guru of this league. I hope you enjoyed that interview with Scott, the Couch Potatoes. You know, he was talking junk before we interviewed. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to record it, but he was saying that your team stinks, that he's the best, and that he's going to win this. I said, really? I was like, can I record this? He's like, no, no, no. He goes, this is just between us. He goes, I have more knowledge. He goes, I put more time than anyone into it. That's what he tells me. He said he goes on the waiver wire for hours a day.
I lost this week to the Annihilators, okay? So that's all I can say. But Couch Potatoes, I'm coming for you. Aren't you going to ask me about my glasses, why I'm wearing these glasses?
Yeah, why are you wearing those glasses, Lamont?
Because last week it was awesome. We had the Titans upset the Cleveland Browns in the dog pound at home against Cleveland.
Okay, see, I thought that you were having trouble with your vision, and I didn't want to bring up any bad feelings or anything.
Well, because this is crazy, and this is a crazy week one, and I'm excited, so I got on my crazy glasses. I'm ready to go.
Good, I like that. You see, a little pep in the step. Fantasy football. This is the fantasy football segment on Food and Football. Tell us what's going on in the league. It's week one. Is everyone panicking, going crazy, overreacting? How does it look?
Okay, in the Food and Football League, we had the winners, the Annihilators, Couch Potatoes, CLW Sports, and the Big Bad Bills. They were the winners this week. Unfortunately, I lost. We had top scorers over in the Barry Sanders League. Jackal was the top scorer. What can I say? I lost in both leagues, so I'm not off to a good start.
All right.
But it's off to a good start. It's exciting. All the guys that had Patrick Mahomes were greatly rewarded.
And you're welcome for me not joining the league. I didn't want to make it unfair and unpleasant for all of you, so I figured I would just be neutral, be like Switzerland, and just commentate.
Well, I appreciate you giving me an opportunity to, that a professional like yourself.
Absolutely. Because I have so many hours in the day to spend on fantasy. Hey, it's a full-time job. Scott's like, yeah, pretty much. And he was talking about him and his wife. They have wars. They don't help each other. I love that competition.
Well, actually, I didn't want to bring it up, but since you did, Scott's wife is the Annihilators, and she defeated me. So, and she's a big Seahawks fan, and she's good. She's good. So I got to watch out for her.
And what do we have coming up this week?
Well, coming up this week, there's some great matchups. Geis on the Redskins was injured. So now Gruden has to call back Adrian Peterson after he badmouthed him.
These Grudens, man.
Yeah, big question. Is Antonio Brown going to play for the Patriots? We have the Titans going into Indianapolis, and they're coming off a big win. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen there. If Derrick Henry can do it again. He was one of the top fantasy point getters last week.
Along with Lamar Jackson. What a surprise, huh?
Lamar Jackson. We got some good pickups, too, for you guys. Marquise Brown, which is the cousin of Antonio Brown, the wide receiver for the Jaguars. He's one of the top pickups. The Lions tight end was one of the top fantasy pickups, top scorers, too. They say he's going to be the next Gronk. So there's a lot of action out there.
Can you see me, by the way, with those glasses?
Unfortunately, yes, I can see you.
Okay.
That's one bad thing about these glasses.
Stop it.
But so if I happen to look away, it's because I can't take what I'm looking at.
Oh.
But anyway.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, Pete Pistol, we're going to come back with a beautiful food review from Go Vegan, one of my favorite restaurants. And let me tell you what, before we get into the commercial break, Go Vegan, you don't have to be vegan. Before I turned and learned the Go Vegan way, there's a lot of options for people who just eat regular food. But it's obviously no meat, but it's really tasty. We'll talk about that next. You're watching and listening to Food and Football with Brad. Welcome back to Food and Football. I'm Brad, and this is my favorite segment because I get to try and taste some tasty food. And today's review, a little hot, not too bad. Okay, this is from Go Vegan, a great place down on Rainbow, just north of the 215. And I wanted to sample the pizza because a lot of people think that vegan pizza is kind of gross, vegan cheese, vegan bread. What is this all about? But I'm going to sample it because I've never tried it here, and I will give you my honest opinion. Remember, I'm a new vegan, but I was the other way for a long time. I've been vegan for about a year. I will take a plate here, and we are going to try Go Vegan. And by the way, they have many different options. It's not just about pizza. They have a lentil loaf sandwich and a burger that tastes just like a hamburger. They have so many different good options. Salad bar, people who like salad. All right, let's dig in here. Okay, this is a lot different than putting ketchup on it. This is actually tasty. I'm very good. Very good. John, my camera guy, would you like to come out and sample some of my pizza? This is
food?
a guy.
Food?
Free food.
Free food?
Free food.
Free food.
This is a guy. This is John, the camera guy. He is not vegan. He eats
I
meat.
was vegan
You were.
for 14 years.
Okay.
I got lazy.
You got lazy. That's fine.
And look what happened.
Look what
28
happened.
years old. Look what happened.
But you eat all kinds of food now.
Oh,
you
yeah.
eat
No,
meat,
no, no.
you eat
yeah,
chicken,
yeah,
you eat
yeah.
fish.
You bet.
Just compare this
Okay.
to regular pizza. I know maybe it's not like you might get in Brooklyn.
Okay, now I think this is an onion, but it looks like it could be ham.
Okay.
Okay?
Scrum.
Nope, it's an onion.
So what do you think?
I like it.
Not
It's
bad.
good.
What do you think of the cheese?
The cheese is a little bit of a surprise because when you pick up a piece of pizza, you're expecting mozzarella, you're expecting, and this is more of a Monterey or a Jack or some other.
It's a combination, yeah.
It's a combination of cheeses, but it works.
It works.
It
It's
really-
not bad, though,
yeah.
right?
No, it's good.
Okay. I mean, it might not be comparable to New York or Chicago, but for vegan food, it's better than you thought, isn't it? Even though have you had vegan pizza before?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you have. Okay. And this is pretty good compared to the other ones?
This beats the hell out of the other one.
Okay. Because they've been more innovative
Because
over
the other
years.
one was just what you think vegan pizza would taste like.
Right. Well,
But
yeah,
this
we're
is
evolving over the years with vegan pizza, different types of crust. They use cauliflower, they use broccoli, spinach. I know people, some of you are like, what, really? That's kind of pizza? Well, this is just an option, and this place is called Go Vegan, and it's off of, or on Rainbow, just a little bit north of the 215. Pistol Pete, would you like to sample a piece of pizza? A slice?
Can I go back to work now?
Please do.
Thank you.
You're
Absolutely.
free.
Okay.
And now we welcome Pistol Pete. All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, try one. And this is a guy who has never ate vegan in his life, right?
No. Delicious.
It really is
Delicious.
pretty good, right?
Absolutely.
And you grew up in Michigan.
Michigander, Wolverines.
Okay, so the pizza, you guys eat like Chicago pizza out there, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're used to that thick, deep dish pizza. And then you eat something thin like this and vegan, but can you tell right away it's vegan, or you just can tell, okay, maybe it's a little healthy, different?
You can't, I can't tell the difference. I'm no great food connoisseur. And this is great. This is, I believe, on their menu item, it's the garlic roasted veggie pizza, which is delicious. Anyway, I'm stuffing my mouth, so
Okay.
see you later.
Bye.
See you later.
You keep eating. Anyways, Go Vegan, once again, it's on Rainbow off of the 215. You could go on the website, WWDBTV.com, I believe, and it's a plethora of items. Again, they have a huge salad bar, and everything is homemade, and that's what I like. The homemade gets me, but this is the food review today. Pizza, this is a perfect football food. Just don't use ketchup. You see, when the hamburger gets upset and says no more, and then the French fry says no more, now it's all about ketchup on pizza. It just doesn't work. Antonio Brown, this is your last chance. We'll catch you coming up next. We are going to do our picks for NFL Week number 2. Some surprises. Thank you for watching Food and Football with Brad. Welcome back to Food and Football with Brad and Pistol Pete. He's joining us for our NFL Week number 2 picks. All right, Mr. Pistol Pete. I got to call you Pete Pistol because that's what it says on the website.
Number 2, just don't call me
Pistol
late. Just go, let's go.
That's right. All right,
Week number 2.
We're going to do our hot 6 picks, and we're going to start with Seattle at Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
Who do you like?
Seahawks at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's got to redeem themselves from New England. I'm going Pittsburgh all the way.
Yeah, I love Seattle. They struggled at home, and now they're going to go on the road to a very angry Pittsburgh Steelers team and Ben Roethlisberger, who, once again, we're having all these doubts about his enthusiasm and his love for football that he might quit. In fact, Deion Sanders said, Ben ain't going to work. He ain't going to last the whole season. I don't think that's going to bode well in Pittsburgh, and the Steelers are going to win. Not big, but they'll win. Minnesota at Green Bay.
The Pack, all the way. The Cheeseheads, Lambeau Field, Aaron Rodgers.
I'm going to agree with you. Minnesota looked pretty good, I would say, week one. Kirk Cousins only threw the ball 10 times, which was weird. Are they going to be able to run the ball like that against Green Bay on the road? I don't think so. And, yes, you have to go against Aaron Rodgers, who did struggle in week number one. Minnesota will lose, and the Packers will be 2-0. But I think it'll be a lot closer, around 4 points.
Don't always agree with me.
I try not to. I'll go first. Jacksonville at the Houston Texans. This is a big game for Houston. They screwed up at the end of the New Orleans game. All right, once again, Bill O'Brien, who's under fire. I think he is one of the hottest seats in the National Football League. I'm not just talking head coaches. I'm talking about anyone. He struggled a lot. We'll see. But at home, I like them. I'm not a big Jacksonville guy. Now Ginshaw's going to play his first career start in the NFL.
Right.
Houston's
right.
defense struggled. J.J. Watt was a non-factor. He's going to be a factor this game.
Okay, you like Houston. But why are you always on Bill O'Brien? You know, I think it's your hatred of Bill Belichick and the Patriots.
No.
I think they won the division last year.
Yes, they did. And I have them winning this year, so I don't hate them.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with you. I like Houston at home. I think they're going to win the division again. And plus, Watson is going to take care of it. He's on the case.
Oh, he looks really good, but man, if he keeps getting whacked like that, he's not going to finish the season. So I'm not so worried about Ben Roethlisberger. I am worried about Deshaun Watson. All right, we'll go to our number 4, and this is New England at the Miami Dolphins. I will start, and before you think that the New England Patriots are just going to roll the Miami Dolphins, who lost by 50 points or something to the Baltimore Ravens, don't forget that this New England Patriot team struggles in Miami, and I am picking. Not an upset. I'm going to pick the New England Patriots because they're the better team, and the Miami Dolphins really stink.
The Dolphins beat the Patriots last year at home on the final play in the heat.
Yeah, Hail Mary.
But I don't think they'll do it again. Even Fitzmagic, the quarterback. But
that's a journeyman right there.
I think it's going to be a close game. But be careful. It could be the big letdown from the last game, the Patriots and the Steelers. This could be emotional letdown. Look out.
Emotional letdown, Bill Belichick not happy. So, are you taking the Miami Dolphins? Go ahead.
You know what? A vegan burger on it. I'm taking the Dolphins.
All right.
Vegan burger, baby.
You got it. I'll tell you what. If the Dolphins beat the Patriots, I'll eat a real hamburger. How about that?
The Dolphins.
Just a little piece.
The Dolphins.
All right. We go to the Kansas City at the Oakland Raiders. I'll let you start with this one. KC at Oakland, and the Raiders look good.
Okay, the Raiders won on Monday night. Pat Mahomes has he tweaked his ankle, but they're still going to do it. It's no Tyreek Hill. He's injured his shoulder, right? But it's still the Chiefs. The Chiefs, KC.
Yeah, look, the Raiders look good week one. Derek Carr looked outstanding. I like the way they ran the ball with the rookie running back. Defense looked pretty phenomenal, but you're going against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is no middle-of-the-road offense. We're talking Pat Mahomes, top 3 quarterbacks in the league right now. I think the Chiefs are going to win and win big in Oakland.
It'll be closer than you think.
Okay. But they're going to win.
Chucky is on the case. Chucky is coaching. You see that? Chucky's coaching.
Yeah, Chucky better cut some ankles for the Chiefs to go down in this game for the Raiders to win. We're going to move on with that thought. The New Orleans Saints at the Los Angeles Rams. This is a good game.
Oh,
this
I didn't know we had one more game. I would have left my glasses on. But anyway, the Rams, Jared Goff, he wasn't too fantastic last week. He just signed that new contract. This week he earns his money, baby. They're at home. The Saints snuck by the Texans. Yeah. I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, I'm not a big Saints guy, and I like the Rams team overall. I think they're better. They're at home, and eventually the Saints' luck is just going to diminish. And Jared Goff better play well because this is a game they can easily lose. They're both pretty high-powered offenses. They both bring a lot to the table, but I am going to agree with you, and we agree on every game but one. But I'm taking the Rams. But you got the Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah, you
That's
took the
for a
Dolphins.
burger.
That's for a burger. Oh my God, Belichick, are you listening to me? Tom Brady, you better come through because I can't eat a hamburger. I might get sick. I don't know. But anyways, I want to thank everyone for watching and supporting Food and Football with Brad and Pistol Pete. We will catch you next week, same time, same place.